Hey folks, some good news to report. The so-called hate plate has been revoked. I speak of an Ontario vanity license plate made infamous by social media postings by Mahar Zatawi. The personalized plate reads October 7. Of note, Mr. Zatawi is affiliated with an odious organization called Palestine House. And of course, October 7, 2023, was the day in which the largest massacre of Jews took place post-Holocaust. But check out this photo of Zatawi, all smiles and giggles as he proudly displays the license plate. But I find it very odd indeed that this plate was issued in the first place, especially since it very much seems that it violates the province's guidelines regarding personalized license plate messaging. For example, under the category of violence criminal activity, it is prohibited to convey, quote, messages or meanings that could be associated with violence, as well as promoting discrimination or bias against individuals, illegal or criminal activity of any kind, end quote. Furthermore, under the category of human rights discrimination, it is prohibited to convey, quote, messages that express contempt, ridicule, or superiority of race, religion, ethnic origin, ancestry, place of origin, citizenship, creed, color, gender, sexual orientation, age, marital status, family status, physical characteristics, disability, or political affiliation, end quote. I highly doubt October 7 is Mr. Zatawi's birthday or his wedding anniversary. Rather, he apparently feels that the massacre of almost 1,200 innocent people and the kidnapping of more than 250 is a joyous occasion. This is sickening. This is vile. This is beyond hatred. And it is happening right here in our great dominion. So the question arises, why was this plate issued in the first place? Now, I did reach out to the Ministry of Transportation. They informed me I needed to reach out to the Ministry of Public and Business Service Delivery and Procurement in Ontario. I did so. It's been radio silence. But I also reached out to MPP Laura Smith. I was told by a source that when Smith heard about this plate, she reached out to the MTO, and Smith recently emailed me to confirm that the plate has indeed been revoked. Good. By the way, this is not about me or Rebel News suddenly being pro-censorship. Rather, we're simply advocating that the provincial government maintains a level playing field, which is to say, consider previous plates that were rejected by the province, such as, I hate 401. Gracious, did you know that it is a human rights discrimination issue to proclaim one's dislike of a Hogtown highway that is seemingly endlessly mired in gridlock? Well, apparently so. Likewise, OK Karen is under the ban. Really? OK Karen? Aside from, hysterical members of the Karen community, who would take issue with such a trivial message? The crux of the matter is that far more innocuous personalized plates have been rejected or revoked by the government. Hundreds, in fact. But an Ontario license plate lauding the massacre of October 7th is perfectly fine? Are you kidding me? So why did the government ignore its own rules and originally turn a blind eye to this clearly offensive license plate? Why the double standard? How is it okay for a pro-Hamas adherent to get a plate celebrating terrorism? And while the plate has been revoked, photos of this plate shall live on forever on the internet. One more point. What's worse than a Nazi? Well, I think we now have a valid answer, don't we? It's a specific varietal of Nazi known as the Islamo-Nazi. The original Nazis of yesterdecade went out of their way to cover up and deny the Holocaust. Heck, the death camps weren't even located in Germany. But with the likes of Hamas and their supporters, the idea of kidnapping and raping and torturing and killing Jews is not something to falsely denounce. Rather, such anti-Jew violence is something to openly celebrate, be it in the streets or on social media. The revocation of the October 7 plate was indeed a move in the right direction, but clearly this plate and the celebration of its existence is a mere symptom of a far, far bigger problem. How did we get here? Why are there weekly chants for genocide, contrary, by the way, to Section 319 of the Criminal Code of Canada? Why is that being tolerated? Maybe those are questions for Prime Minister Trudeau to answer. Then again, methinks the PM is too busy these days issuing some 5,000 visas to import Gazans to Canada, the majority of whom support Hamas. Talk about tossing gas on the fire. But then again, as Justin would say, diversity is our strength. Rinse and repeat.
So let's love our neighbors as we love ourselves and find strength in our differences.
When we gather together and celebrate that our differences are a source of strength, never a source of weakness.
If you think you have the right to come to our great dominion and advocate for genocide, think again. Folks, please go to deporthamas.com. That's deporthamas.com. Sign our petition, and if you're able to, kindly make a donation so that Rebel News can bring you the other side of the story.